on the cataclysmic unfolding situation in Bangladesh, I'm deeply honored to be joined by noted lawyer and also leader of the Bangladesh Nationalist Party or BNP, Rumin Farhana. Let's speak to her on the present situation in her country. Rumin Farhana, a very, very warm welcome to you. How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you for asking. So let's begin. You know, the ousted leader Sheikh Hasina has taken refuge in India, and that has added to the deep rooted anti Indian sentiment in Bangladesh, which has been festering for a very long time. Even as she's being called a monster in your country by several people, there are official statements, Ms. Farhana, which is coming out that India and Bangladesh need to maintain cordial relations. Your views on that, ma'am?
You know, what I believe is you can change everyone, but you cannot change your neighbor. So I believe that for the interest of India and for the interest of Bangladesh, the relation needs to be stable. The relation needs to get better every day. So yeah, I know that ex-Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is now in India, and there are lots of arguments on the ground that India should not give her the asylum, India should not allow her to be there in India. But the fact remains she's there. So it is India's decision what they are going to do. But India must keep in mind that they have to honor the sentiment of the people. They have to work more and more in order to build a strong relationship between people to people. Because in the last couple of years, we have noticed that India was more interested to build its relationship with only one person or with only one party. That is not very healthy. You know, India, many say that India puts all its eggs in one basket. And, there is a counter argument from India's part that did India had any other option? But it is on the Indian foreign policy. It depends on the Indian foreign policy, and I think it has to be revised, and it should give more emphasis on people-to-people relationship.
So, Rumin Farhana, what do you expect India to do? And, keeping in view also the geopolitical situation which is unfolded in the subcontinent.
India is the largest democratic country. India India is always famous for its democracy. It's famous for its freedom of speech, its human rights situation. But most of the times in the last couple of years, we saw that India, in a way, treated Bangladesh or other South Asian countries as its backyard. They try to consider them as their backyard. It should not be the case. India should respect other countries' internal affairs, because I'm saying that because in 2014, 2018, and 2024, we saw India kept a very blank eye, as if nothing had happened in Bangladesh. And Indian government always say it is the Bangladesh's internal affair. It is not India's business or stuff like that. But we saw that in 2014, immediately before the election, how Indian foreign officer came in Bangladesh and how she tried to manipulate the other parties to participate in the election, and she was successful in a way. In 2018, which was mostly known as the midnight election, the international community condemned that election, but India stood by the government. So that happened in 2024. People did not take that very, they were upset. The people of Bangladesh, they did not expect this behavior from India. And there are other issues like Tista watershed, border killing. These issues need to be resolved.